Hello, this is the investigator. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we will be talking about chapter 1, so we're actually getting into some concepts that are key and are central to our investigative journey. What are we investigating? The inner, the outer, the Kairos, the cosmos, the principles of the universe, but also the principles of the self. Stay tuned, as today I will bring you something very special and show you that unknowingly what I was looking for, as I was looking for myself, was the wisdom behind everything. So I hope you enjoy today's episode and reading together. We will be reading chapter 1, pages 8, 9, and hopefully 10 as well. So if you're here, if you're new to this journey, please a thumbs up, like, an interaction, a question would help me out a lot and also allow me to answer your doubts and questions and interactions. Let's start. The elusive thread of wisdom. I can already anticipate the question forming in your mind as you read these lines. You are asking yourself, a modern translation of what? Well, my friend, throughout my journey of self-discovery, I was also searching for the universal threads, patterns, and language of wisdom. Wisdom, more than anything, is embedded throughout cultures and history, scattered across philosophy, science, religious texts, ancient manuscripts, grandma's sayings, popular idioms, and raw life experiences. I am not writing this book purely for the intellectuals, nor for the philosophers, nor for the rush of applause. I'm writing this book for the lost ones. Maybe the ones that haven't chosen a specific road yet, nor know where to start. This is also for the ones already traveling, but find themselves leaning too heavily on one aspect or the other in their daily affairs. And look for balance. Whether you are exploring the path of the body, the mind, or the soul, this memoir, manual, and book will help you understand yourself and the outer world better. It will also help you think critically while bringing clarity and coherence to many mistakenly unrelated threads. Because I have leaned heavily on each element, thus have traveled deeply into each element separately, therefore, unknowingly, branded myself and walked many unconventional paths. This crooked path gave me the natural resistance and endurance to survive and absorb the shadow self without being fully immersed in its consequences. There were times when I had miraculously survived. Thus, I lay out the foundations and mishaps of my steps, so others don't have to fall for the same traps I had fallen for. And if they do, they can at least know what they are stepping into. I leave the choice and agency of exploration open. So did my Creator with me. And this is very important. Everything my commentary always starts with this is very important, but what I'm trying to show here, and the key element, is that you need to form your own experiences and make your own mistakes. At the same time, if you can choose with clarity those mistakes and understand what you're getting yourself into, it would be more like choose what you wish for, understand what you wish for, not care what you wish for. Of course, we need to be careful and conscientious about, or having consciousness about, what we're getting into. So choose wisely what you're getting yourself into. Experiences and personal lessons will help you out throughout your journey. At the same time, if you can have a different perspective, a different experience, maybe you can approach these experiences in a much more informed and prepared state. And that to me is key, crucial, elemental to what I'm doing. This book is for you, but not dedicated to you, my fellow reader. I dedicate this book to my creator. If I survived and can now narrate my experience, it was thanks to his grace and mercy. I had countless experiences where my survival, sometimes without a scratch, was miraculous, while at other times I was left with barely enough to walk away. May he accept my work and be pleased by it, and forgive my ignorance and short-sightedness of his divine wisdom. As many times I could not comprehend it, nor the external factors I was subjected to realize years later that it all fit a major thread and pattern, for all I have learned and will learn is from him, through others and through myself. I am his biggest fan, and thank you for creating me and giving me a chance. It's all I ever needed. And it is true, we cannot control, or it is true to me, there's a certain, when we talk about choice and agency, how I see it, you can apply manipulation tactics to control external factors and cause chaos in order to produce order, which is one of the many philosophical and crucial points that nations, organizations apply in order to establish something that we call an outer universal order. But me and you, my friend, we are not organizations, we are people. And a lot of times, even those nations and those actors, power actors, they are subjected to many unexpected external forces and rules that they cannot control. And so do we. Let me state some. You didn't choose your name. You didn't choose your parents. You didn't choose the country you were born into. You didn't choose how you were raised. You didn't choose your body. Sure, you can choose to buff it up or change it a little bit, but eventually your skin color, where you were born, your geography, your culture, you didn't choose those innate abilities. There are a lot of external factors that we did not choose. So, destiny, when we talk about destiny versus agency, do we really control our outcomes versus do outcomes control us? This is one of the main points that I want to make clear. Destiny is like finding yourself in a situation, and agency is what you're going to do now. Now that you're in this situation, how are you going to act upon it? And that is a crucial distinction of why choice and agency and responsibility contrasts destiny and externalized factors. So what we can do is, instead of fighting one another, we can use a combination and symbiosis of external factors and choice and agency in order to love the path we are walking on. When I talk about cosmic wisdom and divine wisdom, what I mean is that many times I thought that certain events, the hand of destiny, was controlling me and forcing me into uncomfortable situations and a route I could not see. Looking back at these experiences, I then later realized that maybe that was the best thing that could have happened to me. So wisdom is very elusive, and I will conclude here, because wisdom is only visible looking back. It takes a really sharp eye and using both your eyes in order to see wisdom in the present or in the future. Wisdom is usually seen looking back. And that concludes today's reading and today's lecture. Thank you so much for joining me. This was The Investigator. Make sure to interact, give me a like, that helps me out a lot. And I'll see you on the other side. Take care.